On the 31st of May 2017, the MTN Business Kenya team, led by the country managing director Kennedy Chinganya, converged to launch what was going to be the most impactful and fulfilling 21 days of June 2017.
21 days of Y'ello Care is something that MTN takes pride in. The executive team met and they consciously made a decision that they were going to invest in education.
As part of the internal activation, packages were sold to staff and all the funds went to the CSR kitty. Selecting the beneficiaries for this year's 21 Days of Y'ello Care initiative was not an easy task. It took a lot of trips visiting various institutions.
We chose two schools, that is Dagoretti Girls Rehabilitation Center, and the second one is Kabete Rehabilitation School. The team thought it would be good to give our support to these institutions because these learners are aged between 10 and 17, and we thought we would want to empower them through technology.
The 21 Days of Y'ello Care initiative kicked off in earnest with an official launch at Dagoretti Girls Rehabilitation School, followed by Kabete Rehabilitation School.
MTN! MTN!
I care, you care, we care for MTN 21 Days of Y'ello Care.
We are very much excited because it is coming at a time when we needed it. Because children need to know about ICT. Because the education system in the Republic of Kenya is going in that direction, it will help us a lot.
We are happy today because of the launch of the internet. So with the e-learning, the boys will be able to learn academic works and also the skills programs through the internet, which is a plus for us as an institution.
We have 29 institutions which are taking care of children. Dagoretti and Kabete are some of the oldest managed by the department. As such, age has had its impact.
As fate would have it, there was a twist of events as Kabete Rehabilitation School was hit by thugs who made off with all the computer screens. The computer lab was left in dire need of new computer screens. This required more input from MTN Business than initially planned.
We were able to provide internet connectivity where the children and the teachers can further their learning through the internet. The other thing that we were able to do is to install digital content into the machines. So the students and the teachers are able to have a more interactive learning and make learning enjoyable.
Here are some of the social media profile photos in support of the campaign.
When we say we want to invest in education for all, it is not selective. But we wanted to go and have an impact in a space where we know that there is a challenge.
The situation also looked bleak as Dagoretti Girls Rehabilitation School needed extra attention.
The building was shaky. It was just bad. So we decided we're gonna build a staff room for them. So even when they come to work, they are happy with the place they are working from.
Personally, I think I've gained fulfillment out of what we have done. Not only have we built a staff room for the teachers here, but I think the smile we have put on these children is just going to go a very, very long way in their lives.
The United Nations picked education as a very, very critical enablement into achieving our 2030 or the Millennium Goals. So it's important for anyone and everyone alive today to participate in growth as far as education sector is concerned. And education doesn't mean that you have to go to class to get a PhD, but education means you have enough and sufficient information to keep you going in whichever area that you pick. And I think that is what we are focusing in today.
Give the children liberty, give the children peace, while children suffer all the time.
1. Put God first. Number 2, I want you to work very hard. Whatever that you think is your best, give it your all. Number 3, be very disciplined. Respect yourselves, respect your teachers, and everyone around you.
The two schools now have websites that will be used to showcase what students create, among other things. MTN has offered to train learners on computer skills and web development. The efforts by MTN Business Kenya were applauded by the Kenya government as the gesture came just in time and is in line with the much sought after public-private partnership.
These children have got a right to access all kinds of services other children are. So for us, we can say this is God sent for MTN to have partnered with us to be where we are today.
All our buildings are more than 100 years. And when MTN came, at first I was hesitant because many people have been coming, taking photos of the institution, but there has been no solution. But when MTN came, we tried and gave them a chance. And we've seen the outcome. Oh, they are coming for their 21 days.
During the 21 days of Y'ello Care, MTN Business Kenya invited other key stakeholders, among them the reigning Miss Tourism Greater Nairobi, students from Riara University, and Collective Community Action, a local community empowerment non-profit.
You have a purpose in life. That is why you are here. Because God has a purpose for you. Ni watu wengi sana wangependa kupata hii chance, but they have not gotten. So I want you to make use of this chance in such a way that when you leave this institution, go out there and make the world a better place.
We came as volunteers from Riara University to help out. One, to provide them mentorship, see if we can guide them a bit, make sure that they know that they can go further. This is not the end all and be all. So what we wanted to do is provide them some technical skills with technology, basic web development, get them into the computers, break them in, how computers, a few tricks, nothing too complicated, but just to set them on the path.
The MTN business staff also volunteered to carry out painting, cleaning, gardening, and shared a meal with the girls. The students got a lifetime chance to interact with alumni from both schools who have gone out there and are trailblazing.
I would love to encourage these girls that even if you are not good at academics, there are some other things you can do better. If it is baking, they can learn how to bake cakes, at least so that when they get outside there, they have not wasted the number of years they have been allocated to stay here.
I was invited to come and speak to the boys about my experience and to encourage them, given that I was here and the same notion out there that we are prisoners did not stop us from succeeding in life.
The 2017 21 Days of Y'ello Care saw lives transformed. It was priceless to see the happiness on the kids' faces.
I've been missing these all the years, but now that I'm fully involved, I'm actually feeling I should have even started way much earlier. It's really changed me a lot also as a person, being part of these 21 Days of Y'ello Care.
Che tunaweza jifunza kwa kikundi cha MTN ni kusaidia wenzetu, sababu wametusimamishia shule yetu imara, na tunashukuru sababu wametuinua. Hatujaipata wageni kama wao ambao wametufanyia hivi vitu nzuri kwa siku 21.
We take this opportunity as the Kabete Rehab family to thank the MTN group for the provision of internet services to our school. We will be able to compete favorably globally in technology. We shall also be able to learn digitally, which is also fun. Even as we approach Vision 2030, we will have first-hand experience in matters concerning ICT. So thank you and God bless you.
As the 21 days drew to a close, the message was there for everyone to see.
It's been very, very interesting working with MTN together with the two schools, and my highlight was actually when we were commemorating the Day of the African Child, when we did a Miss Dagoretti at Kabete. It was one day that I went to train the boys on how to use a computer, and I realized that they're very passionate about learning and they are very, very bright students.
MTN Business Kenya started this journey with a clear plan. The accomplishments were way beyond anyone had anticipated.
Starting from the 1st of June up to today, the journey has been very, very short, very exciting. This is a major milestone for MTN Business Kenya as we continue to empower communities within which we do business and within which our employees come from.